Today, Father Christmas is merely a elderly man with fluffy white hair and rosy red cheeks, bringing gifts to children globally on Christmas Eve. The contemporary depiction of Santa Claus, along with his red attire, has transformed over time, influenced by a variety of cultural and historical elements. So, where did it all begin? Who is Santa, and has he always worn a bright red suit? Let's find out. The origin of Santa Claus can be traced back to Saint Nicholas, a 4th century Christian bishop from Myra in modern-day Turkey. Saint Nicholas was known for his generosity and kindness, and his feast day is celebrated on December 6th, the anniversary of his death. In medieval Europe, depictions of Saint Nicholas often showed him in bishop's robe, which typically included a red cape. But even though Saint Nicholas's feast day was celebrated around the holiday season, that doesn't explain how this popular saint became linked to the Christmas holiday. During the 17th and 18th centuries, Dutch settlers in America celebrated their version of Saint Nicholas, known as Sinterklaas. In the Dutch tradition, Santa Claus was depicted as a tall, thin figure wearing a red bishop's robe and a mitre. A man named John Pintard combined these Dutch traditions with Christmas celebrations. He changed Sinterklaas, a Dutch figure, into Saint Claus, which eventually became Santa Claus. Now December 25th, Christmas, is the main time for gift giving associated with Santa Claus. As the Dutch settlers interacted with other communities in America, Santa Claus gradually evolved to a more Americanized version. In the early 19th century, writers and illustrators began to portray Santa Claus as a more secular and jolly character. Washington Irving's 1809 book, History of New York, played a role in transforming the somber Saint Nicholas into a cheerful figure who rode a horse over rooftops, leaving gifts in stockings. In the 19th century, Santa Claus continued to evolve in the popular imagination, and artists and writers took creative liberties with his appearance. Different publications and illustrations presented Santa Claus in a variety of clothing colors, reflecting the lack of standardization or universally accepted image for the character. Illustrations from the time depict Santa Claus wearing a spectrum of colors, including green, blue, brown, and even other shades. The choice of color often depends on the artistic preferences of the individual illustrators, regional traditions, or the specific publications in which Santa was featured. During this period, there was no widely accepted, standardized image of Santa Claus. The first time Santa Claus appeared in a modern-looking suit was in the drawings of Thomas Nast. He originally drew a small Santa who could fit down chimneys, but later he drew him full size. Nast was the first to show Santa wearing a red suit with fur, a nightcap, and a black belt with a big buckle. In the 1930s, the Coca-Cola company embarked on a marketing campaign to associate its beverage with the holiday season. They turned to Head on Sunbloom, an illustrator, to create a series of images for their Christmas advertisement. Sunbloom's illustrations featured a jolly and plump Santa Claus enjoying Coca-Cola, and these images became iconic. Interestingly, Thomas Nast had drawn Santa wearing a red suit about 40 years before Sunbloom's Coca-Cola drawings. Coca-Cola acknowledges that Nast was the one who first portrayed Santa in a red suit. While Coca-Cola didn't create the Christmas image of Santa or the idea of his red suit, their smart advertising campaigns aimed at promoting soda during the winter played a crucial role in establishing a specific Santa image. This virtually replaced the earlier alternative depictions in American pop culture. It underscores the significant impact of advertising in shaping and solidifying cultural icons, highlighting the potent influence of marketing.